Hey guys, hopefully you guys are having an awesome day. I have a little bit of a dilemma, and maybe you have the same problem that I have this time of year, and that is way too many tomatoes. So, through the magic of the internet, I've discovered tomato pie recipes that looked really easy and honestly kind of delicious. I am not a raw tomato eater, so if you are one of those people, I'm actually kind of jealous. I wish I could just eat a tomato with cottage cheese or just with salt on it, like my husband does, but I can't. I try every year because I grow these amazing tomatoes, and then I don't want to eat them. So here's what I have. Ignore the bacon. I'm smoking it for bacon tomatoes, BLTs later. But I've got mozzarella cheese. I've got garlic and black pepper, salt. I've got a couple of pre-made pie crusts. I've got a few cutting knives. I don't have my cutting boards because you guys know I live in a camper, so I can't have my huge cutting board. So I just going to use some paper plates, a mixing bowl, some mayonnaise. I'm a fan of the Duke's. That's my favorite kind of mayonnaise. This basil that I chopped out of the herb garden just now. It smells amazing, and lots of tomatoes. These have been on the counter for a little while, so they're ripe and they're ready to go. These are ones I picked today, and I just wanted to show you guys. This is how I pick them. It's called a blush, where they're just kind of blushing. This is when you pick a tomato. Then you go sit it in a window somewhere in your house upside down like this. Here's another one that I just picked today. Still kind of green on top, blush on bottom. And then they just hang out. I've got paper towel, which I actually salted this because I'm going to lay my slices on here. And I've got my helper, Robert, who is drinking chocolate milk because it is that time of day. And we are going to get to work on this. All right, so we're going to get started. I've got some super sharp knives right here, so I'm going to set them to the side. And I'm going to start with my big slicers. I'm going to slice these on my paper plate here, just into little tomato steaks. I don't want them too thick, but I don't want them too thin either because this is a tomato pie. This knife is very sharp and it's a little bit serrated, and it's my favorite knife to use while I cut tomatoes. If you don't have a really sharp knife, cutting tomatoes might become difficult. So the tops I'm going to save for the chickens. They love that. So here's what my slices look like. This one I might cut the green out. Here's a really good one.
Those are not hard.
That's a nice looking slice. What I'm going to do is lay it over here on my paper towel. All of them, I'm going to lay them out, and I'll show you what that looks like, and then I'm going to salt them. All right, y'all. I sliced up the maters. They are sitting out on the paper towel. I salted them pretty heavily. I use sea salt. You can use whatever kind of salt you want. The salt is to draw the moisture out of them so you don't end up with a soggy pie, because nobody likes that. I'm going to open these pie crusts. I didn't make my own pie crust. I just don't have room for stuff like that in the camper, so pre-made pie crust is what we're doing. I think I am going to go ahead and pre-bake these a little bit. Okay, that's right. I'm going to pre-bake these a little bit. I think it's called blind baking or something like that. I'm going to poke holes in the bottom here so it doesn't rise up.
That's all the mayonnaise.
And I think you're supposed to cover it with foil.
That was
or
the
something.
mayonnaise, Mom.
Well, I really know what I'm doing, don't I? Okay, so there's the holes. So I'm just going to do these for like 10 minutes because I don't want them to get overcooked, but I don't want them to be too raw either. All right, for the filling, I'm going to start with some mayonnaise. I think you're supposed to have like a cup per pie. I don't really like to measure things, so.
Dude.
All right, I've got my mayonnaise in the bowl. I'm going to add my mozzarella cheese, some black pepper. Now I'm trying to make 2 pies here. I don't think I had enough mayonnaise for 2 pies, but we're going to make it work. So I'm going to do 2 heaping handfuls. And Robert's back there reading his book. I'm going to pepper this. You can use whatever seasoning you want. I'm going to use some black pepper. I'm going to use minced garlic. I'm just going to measure with my heart here. I'm going to take my basil, and I'm actually just going to pull it apart like this. You can chop it up. You can do whatever you want. It's your life. I'm just going to pull mine apart to get the aromatics going. Chopping it works too. Just kind of save me some time. I'm going to save a couple of these really nice top leaves for garnish. Like a savage. Here's what it looks like. Now I'm just going to use my little, whoa, throw it in. I'm going to use my little spoon here and give this a mix.
That's almost helping.
Wow, that's delicious. Okay, we're definitely onto something here. I'm going to go check on my pie crust.
I will.
Oh, careful. We ended up using the oven because there's something wrong with the smoker. I'm not sure what's wrong with it. Alright, got my pie crust. I'll let it bake for just a few seconds, few minutes, I should say.
Mom, Spidey has it.
So what we're going to do with our partially baked pie crust, I'm going to go ahead and layer these in here. Just like this.
Oh, I lost my hand. I lost my hand.
Alright, so I've got one layer of the tomatoes. I'm just going to put a couple dollops of the cheese in there. Okay. And I'm going to do another layer of tomatoes. And then I'm going to cover like the whole top with...
Mom, do my hands look clean?
Pretty good.
Yes.
With all that good
Can I
stuff.
help?
Yes.
Yes.
You can help me do the garnish.
Okay.
Okay.
You can help.
So-
You have fingers.
Okay, relax. It's covered in cheese, so we want people to know what this is. I'm going to take these really pretty purple tomatoes that I have, and I'm going to give them a little slice. So I'm going to give these a little slice.
Hey guys.
Excuse me.
I have mushrooms.
Look how beautiful,
Spidey's gonna get some garlic.
look how beautiful these purple tomatoes are.
Here we go.
So I'm going to put 3 on top.
Hey guys, I need some garlic.
Just like this.
Spidey got some garlic.
Okay, and then we're going to garnish it with a few
Use some
pieces
garlic.
of basil here.
Spidey got some garlic.
Okay, wow, this looks so pretty. Okay, now, here's what it looks like. Here's our tomato pie. Honestly, I feel like I might eat this whole thing. I'm not sure yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it inside, put it in the oven, bake it until the cheese is bubbling and brown, and then we'll have a tomato pie. We'll see how this goes. Stay tuned. Okay, you guys, the pie just came out of the oven. I'm trying to be quiet because Michael is asleep. So I'm gonna cut a piece of pie and take it outside to show it to you. Okay, I'm looking at the pie, I'm smelling it. It smells so good, by the way. And it looks really good too. But I think I made one rookie mistake. I think I should have patted the tomatoes dry one more time before putting them in the pie because this one's a little watery. I think my second pie that's in the oven now will turn out a little bit better, like it'll hold up better. But let's do a taste test anyway. Get a little crust, get a little cheese. Some of that tomato. Remember guys, I'm not a tomato person, so Mmm. Mmm. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Wow. It's kind of like a cross between like pizza and lasagna. I am never letting another garden tomato go to waste. Oh my gosh, I could eat the whole pie. You guys. Mmm. It's so good. Bro. Okay, this is it. This is it. This is your sign. Even if you don't have garden tomatoes, go to the store and buy some tomatoes. Make you a southern tomato pie. Oh my gosh, this is so good. I will never not make this every summer for the rest of my life. I hope my grandkids are like, Grandma, can you make us a tomato pie? Mmm. Hot. Mmm. It is so good. Wow. Okay. I'm going to get off of here because I'm fixing to eat this whole pie. I'll let you guys go. I'll hit you up next time when I got something new going on, but that tomato pie, boo. Go do it. Peace.